Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're blasting off into the cosmos to explore 10 absolutely wild facts about space that'll make you question reality. Trust me, the universe is way weirder than you think. So buckle up, grab a snack, and let's dive in. Point 1. Space is completely silent. Let's start with something that totally messes with your brain. You know all those epic space battles in movies with explosions going boom? Yeah. That's a complete lie. Space is utterly, eerily silent. Here's why. Sound needs a medium to travel through, like air or water. The molecules vibrate and pass the sound along like a cosmic game of telephone. But space, it's a vacuum. There are barely any molecules out there to carry the sound waves. So if a star exploded right next to you in space, you wouldn't hear a single thing. You'd just see a blinding flash of light and probably get vaporized. But hey, at least it'd be quiet. Astronauts actually have to communicate through radio waves because if they just yelled at each other through their helmets, nobody would hear a peep. Point 2. There's a planet made of diamonds. Okay, this one sounds fake, but I promise it's real. About 40 light years from Earth, there's a planet called 55 Cancri E, and scientists believe a huge portion of it could be made of pure diamond. This planet is roughly twice the size of Earth, and it's so close to its star that 1 year there lasts only 18 hours. The surface temperature is around 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's basically a hellscape, but a sparkly one. The intense pressure and carbon-rich composition could have crushed the carbon into diamond form across massive sections of the planet. So somewhere out in the universe, there's a planet that would make every jewelry store on Earth look like a dollar store. The bad news, getting there would take about 700,000 years with our current technology. So maybe don't cancel your engagement ring order just yet. Point 3. 1 day on Venus is longer than 1 year. Venus is basically the weirdo cousin of our solar system. It rotates so incredibly slowly that 1 full day on Venus, meaning 1 complete rotation, takes about 243 Earth days. But here's the kicker. It only takes Venus 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. That means a day on Venus is literally longer than a year on Venus. Imagine telling someone happy birthday before they've even finished their morning coffee. And to make it even weirder, Venus rotates backwards compared to most other planets. So the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Scientists think this might be because Venus got smacked by a massive object billions of years ago that flipped it upside down. So basically, Venus is doing handstands while everyone else is walking normally. Point 4. There's a giant cloud of alcohol in space. I'm not making this up. About 10,000 light years away from Earth, there's a massive cloud of gas containing enough alcohol to last humanity. Well, basically forever. The cloud is called G34.3 and it contains about a billion liters of alcohol. That's a 1 followed by 27 zeros. The alcohol in there is mostly methanol, which is unfortunately the kind that will make you go blind, not the kind in your beer. But there's also ethanol, the fun stuff, mixed in there. If you could somehow harvest this cloud, every person on Earth could drink 300,000 pints a day for the next billion years. The universe is apparently one giant cosmic frat party, and we weren't invited. Point 5. Neutron stars are insanely dense. Neutron stars are what's left over when massive stars collapse, and they are absolutely bonkers. A neutron star is basically a star squished down into the size of a city. We're talking about something with more mass than our Sun crammed into a sphere just 12 miles across. Here's the wild part. A single sugar cube-sized piece of neutron star material would weigh about 1 billion tons on Earth. That's the weight of like every car in America combined in something the size of a sugar cube. If you somehow brought a teaspoon of it to Earth, it would punch straight through the planet from sheer weight. Oh, and they spin too. Some neutron stars rotate up to 700 times per second, so they're tiny, impossibly heavy, and spinning faster than a kitchen blender. Space is metal. Point 6. The footprints on the moon will last millions of years. Remember those iconic footprints Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin left on the moon back in 1969? They're still there, and they'll probably still be there long after you, me, and everyone we know is gone. The moon has no atmosphere, no wind, and no liquid water, which means there's no weather to erode anything. Those footprints will likely remain for at least 100 million years. The only things that could erase them are tiny micrometeorite impacts that very slowly wear down the lunar surface over geological time. So in a way, the astronauts who walked on the moon left the most permanent monument in human history. Those footprints might outlast every pyramid, every skyscraper, and every piece of art we've ever created. Point 7. There's a supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. Right at the heart of our Milky Way galaxy, there's a monster. Its name is Sagittarius A star, and it's a supermassive black hole with a mass of about 4 million suns crammed into a space smaller than our solar system. Don't panic though. We're a safe 26,000 light years away from it. But here's what's wild. Everything in our galaxy, including our sun, is essentially orbiting around this black hole. Our entire solar system takes about 230 million years to make one full lap around the galactic center. The last time we were in our current spot, dinosaurs were just starting to appear on Earth. Scientists actually took a picture of this black hole in 2022, and it looks exactly like what you'd imagine a cosmic donut from hell would look like. Glowing, swirling, and ready to consume anything that gets too close. Point 8. A year on Pluto. Lasts 248 Earth years. Poor Pluto. Not only did it get demoted from planet status, but it also has the most ridiculous calendar in the solar system. 1 year on Pluto, meaning one full orbit around the Sun, takes 248 Earth years. Pluto was discovered in 1930. That means since its discovery, Pluto hasn't even completed one full orbit around the Sun. It won't finish its first observed lap until the year 2178. Imagine being so far out in space that you celebrate your first birthday, and it's been longer than the entire history of the United States. If you were born on Pluto, you'd basically never have a birthday party, unless you lived to be 248 years old, which, good luck with that. Pluto is roughly 3.7 billion miles from the Sun, so it's basically the kid sitting in the back of the cosmic classroom. Point 9. The Sun makes up 99.86% of our solar system's mass. When you think about our solar system, you probably picture the Sun in the middle with all the planets buzzing around it. But you might not realize just how absolutely massive the Sun is compared to everything else. The Sun contains 99.86% of all the mass in our solar system. That means every planet, every moon, every asteroid, every comet, and all the dust combined makes up just 0.14% of the total mass. Jupiter, the biggest planet, is basically a rounding error compared to the Sun. You could fit about 1.3 million Earths inside the Sun. And get this, the Sun loses about 4 million tons of mass every single second by converting hydrogen into helium through nuclear fusion. But don't worry, it's so massive it can keep doing this for another 5 billion years before it runs out of fuel. Point 10. The universe is expanding faster than the speed of light. Saving the most mind-bending fact for last. The universe isn't just big, it's getting bigger. And it's expanding so fast that some parts of it are moving away from us faster than the speed of light. Wait, I thought nothing could go faster than light. Well, technically, nothing can move through space faster than light, but space itself can expand at any speed it wants. The fabric of the universe is stretching, and the further away something is, the faster it's moving away from us. This means there are galaxies out there whose light will never, ever reach us. They're moving away too fast for their light to catch up. We literally cannot see most of the universe, and we never will. The observable universe is just a tiny bubble in something much, much bigger. So the next time you feel small, remember this. You're standing on a rock, hurtling around a star, in a galaxy spinning around a black hole, in a universe that's expanding into who knows what. And somehow, you're here to think about it. Pretty cool, right? Pretty. And that's it. 10 facts that hopefully blew your mind a little bit today. The universe is absolutely insane, and we've barely scratched the surface of understanding it. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe for more cosmic content, and let me know in the comments which fact was your favorite. Until next time, keep looking up.